Hello, it is spooky season, and that means I have to tier list every single horror movie I have ever seen. Okay, this might not be every single horror movie because I do a lot of horror stuff, but first we start off with World War Z. World War Z was great, and I actually enjoyed it a lot, but it was really stressful for me to watch it, and I feel like maybe it deserves a B tier. Jaws. Jaws, yes. You guys remember the horror movie called Jaws? Well, it goes an S tier for me, yeah. Jaws the shark lurking in the dark. Alien! Okay, so I absolutely adore Alien. It is one of my favorite horror franchises ever. I would highly recommend watching it. Depending on what age you are, skip past the chest burster scenes because I don't think that that's suitable for children. Leprechaun stays an F tier. Stay where you belong, okay? I'm glad that I got to see a leprechaun pogo stick a man to death. That's something I had on my bucket list. But at the same time, you can stay in F tier. Now, A Quiet Place is a whole entire different thing. It's a whole different recipe. It's just made different. You know what I'm saying? This might be one of my highest recommended horror movies ever. I love A Quiet Place. And A Quiet Place 2? Okay, maybe it's a little worse than A Quiet Place 1, but it gets completely redeemed by how cool that guy was that they had in it. Okay, might cut that part out. A Nightmare on Elm Street, I personally really enjoyed it. I did. I want to put it in S tier, but it was kind of one of those things that you watch where you're like, that's good. But, you know, fun concepts. I don't want to sleep because what if, but at the same time, it'll go in A. Birds, it's more fun to laugh at. It's not something that you watch to get scared from. You laugh at how horrible at surviving these people are. How cringy it is that they die. Like, who dies in a horror movie? Cringe, am I right? Silence of the Lambs. This is amazing. I love it. You can barely see it up there. Hold on, we're gonna have to make her a little bit short. We're gonna have to make her a little bit shorter. Okay, yeah. Silence of the Lambs is wonderful. I would highly recommend it. Halloween. It sure is a movie made way back when, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, modern day Scream. I think that this is actually really, really good. In fact, I might even S tier it. I think S tier might be okay for it. I think S tier might maybe be okay for Scream, but I want to say something about it, but it gives such spoilers. There's one thing that I disapprove of in it. Anyway, Scream original, yes. And you know what? I'm seeing a pattern going on here. I'm seeing shocked women's expressions with hands over mouth pattern for cover movies that apparently get S tier for me. I don't understand. Scream 4. This, I actually enjoyed a lot. It was actually the first movie that I watched of Scream. Don't ask me why. Friday the 13th, you stay in F tier. I'm not even gonna dignify you with it. I hate Friday the 13th. The first movie? I haven't watched any others. I wasted my money on that. I'm glad that I did just so that I can say that I watched it. Just because I love horror, but at the same time. Okay, It. S tier. 100% S tier. It 2. S tier. I love it. It is amazing. Original It. S tier. The Walking Dead. Oh, oops, there goes it. The Walking Dead. S tier. And I know that it's not a movie, but I just need to put it in here because it's one of my favorite horror things. We're running out of room on S tier. Night Zero? Okay, so this should go in F tier because this is like practically filmed on a phone. It is such a B movie, but at the same time, the particular mood that I was in the day that I watched this, I'm not going for how scary these are. I'm going for how much I personally enjoyed them. This goes in S tier for just because of how much I enjoyed watching it the day that I did. Or maybe it should go. That feels appropriate actually. Signs is an amazing movie and I would highly recommend that you guys watch it. It is wonderful. Goosebumps 2 is like, this is like a child's horror movie. This isn't like, I mean, it'll go in like A tier, I feel like. Goosebumps 1, you can barely tell what this is, so I'm telling you it's Goosebumps 1. I'm making a statement. It goes in S tier, definitely. Love that. Gremlins, I hate you. Stay where you belong. Ghostbusters, amazing. Yes, again, this is kind of a child's horror movie, but like, you know, you gotta include like the nostalgic ones, you know what I mean? Ghostbusters 2, Ghost Bumpers. No. Nope. Okay, Ghost Bumpers 2. I'll go in S tier as well. Modern day Ghost Bumpers. Probably A tier, because it had some good moments in it. If it wasn't for the Ghost Bumpers showing up at the ending, I would probably just yeet it down in F tier. But okay, and then the worst Ghostbusters out of all of them will stay in F tier. Alright, so this is my tier list. A few things have been moved, as you can see, such as Scream, Scream 4, and World War Z. But, yeah, Halloween is looking very lonely down there. But, yeah, anyways, this is about it, and with all that said, like, I really want to see your guys' opinion, and what's your favorite scary movie? Write that down in the comments, as well as like your most nostalgic one and all that. Maybe your most hated one too. That would be fun to know. And yeah. Anyways, with all that said, more spooky videos coming out, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a decent day and stay tuned all the way.